Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. In this episode, we'll be reviewing the match between South Africa and England. It was the third T20, the deciding T20 of the series. South Africa were put into bat and they scored 191 thanks to a brilliant partnership between Hendricks and Aiden Markram. Both rotated the strike well, hit the boundaries when needed. And then there was a cameo from David Miller, scored around 22 of 9 deliveries, and that lifted South Africa to above par total because it wasn't the same pitch as you saw previously in Wales. These pitches were this pitch in Southampton. There was a bit. It was more conducive to the spinners and also to the fast bowlers. If they varied the pace, you got some benefit from it. I felt that England bowled well to a certain point, but then the last 3 or 4 overs they let it slip a bit, and they just couldn't break the partnership between Hendricks and Markham. Even though the run rate was in check, but when you have those many wickets in hand, last 3 4 overs you can take the total from 150 to 190 easy, and that's exactly what South Africa did. And credit to them for that because they were put into bat by Joss Butler, and you still felt 191 England would be in the game. But again, their batsmen have not been in form. Jason Roy has been out of touch for a while now. Even in the India series, he didn't do much. Josh Butler had a brilliant IPL, but since then he's tapered off a bit. The pressure of captaincy, you could say, because he hasn't won a series as captain, whether one day or T20. It's been 4 series now, if you include both the India series and both these against South Africa. He hasn't won a series yet, and the pressure was telling today. He hasn't performed with the bat. Malan again threw away his wicket. Bairstow was not the Bairstow we saw in the Test matches and in the first T20. Apart from that first T20 where Bairstow and Moeen Ali smashed it, the England batsmen haven't performed to that expectation. Yes, again, there's talk about their bowling, leaking few too many runs. They don't have the same bowling as they had a couple of years back when Archer and everybody was fit, Mark Wood and these guys. But still, I felt the bowling attack was decent. Willie picked up 3 wickets. Jordan got hit a bit, but then Moeen Ali bowled an over four runs. Adil Rashid was decent, didn't pick up wickets, and I felt you could have done more. Moeen Ali, Adil Rashid have been picking up wickets when England have done well, so maybe that's something that they can look to. But apart from that, I feel that it's their batting also which let them down. Overall effort from England was poor, and South Africa were outstanding. Shamsi picking up 5 wickets, and credit to him because in the first T20 he got battered by Bairstow and Moeen Ali in particular, but he came back, kept tossing the ball up, and he has good variation, but not afraid to toss it up. The big boundaries in Southampton, it favored the spinner, and that's exactly what happened. 5 wickets, a really beautiful, one beautiful delivery as well, where it was clean bowled. I think he clean bowled David Willey. That ball jacked back in. I think it was the googly, and that was an outstanding delivery from Shamsi, and celebrations as well. Very passionate guy. He did an Imran Tahir celebration in between as well. So good to see him perform. Leg spinners are key in this format, and Shamsi has shown today why. Even in the last game, he picked up 3 wickets and they changed the game. Here again, he kept picking up wickets. He got hit for 6 by Sam Curran, but then he picked up his wicket, and the run rate keeps slowing down as you pick up wickets, and you have to give him full credit for that. I felt Miller rotated his bowlers really well. Maharaj was outstanding. He's becoming a power play specialist. Nokia, good to see him back fit. He bowled only 2 overs, but I think he's trying to get back into full fitness. Rabada didn't play this game, but Nokia came in, picked up a wicket. If Rabada and Nokia are fully fit and bowl in tandem, the South African team will be lethal in the World Cup. In Australian conditions, it's not going to be easy playing this team. And they have the batsmen as well. In this series, I think the find of the series was Stubbs. Today, he took a sensational catch. I think it was the Markham delivery to Moeen Ali. Top edged it to, cover mid-off type, and he just jumped and plucked the catch one-handed. It was a brilliant catch, and we saw what he did in the first T20 as well, which they lost with the bat. Scored 70 of 28 deliveries. He's a super talented player, and there's Brevis waiting in the wings. Van der Dusen didn't play this series, so South Africa have some really good batsmen, very exciting batting. Bavuma, the captain, hasn't played in this series, so they have quite a bit of players who didn't play, and despite that, they won the series. And I think this team looks good going into this T20 World Cup. If they're fully fit and they have all the options available, I think South Africa will be a very dangerous side. In semifinals, won't be much of a challenge if they can play in this kind of manner with a full team. And I think overall it wraps it up from England's side of things. The likes of Livingston, Moeen Ali, Sam Curran, Bairstow, Malan, all these guys flopped, and it affected their chase. And yes, it was a bit more difficult to bat on, and that's where maybe the bowlers could have cut 20, 30 runs short. But still, 101 is not acceptable. You need to have better batting, and I think England have the personnel, but they just need to work on the method. I think maybe they're trying too hard since Morgan left. Butler maybe actually trying to hit every single ball out of the park, and everyone trying to do that from what they've seen in Test cricket and with Owen Morgan playing aggressive cricket. But there has to be a method to it as well, right? Uh, all in all, also, like, you can say that, but also if you flip the argument, you can say that, listen, if someone from that middle order settles in and scores, then that total will go to 190. So it's a two-edged argument. If the style you're playing, maybe it's just bad luck that nobody's in form. But again, I still feel that, yeah, you have to play with a bit more responsibility, and maybe you have to change personnel. Bring in Phil Salt, who's done well in the domestic circuit. Bring him in for Jason Roy. Maybe try something like that, and see how it goes. Maybe try a Joe Root. Maybe you need a anchor, and then everyone else can be aggressive. I know that they want to play aggressive cricket, but Joe Root has a good strike rate as well. He can accelerate when needed. Maybe try him. But overall, I think England will come back. They're still a very solid team. I think again, if the likes of Mark Wood, Wokes come back, if Archer can come back somehow, they'll still be a lethal team in that World Cup. It's just their batsmen need to fire, and I think they will. Not everyone. This is just bad luck that everybody's in poorish form. But the likes of Livingston, Butler, these guys I think will come back. And also, you have to remember Ben Stokes wasn't there. He's not there in the ODI team anymore, and T20 he wasn't in this series, so he'll come back and bring that balance. He will probably play the World Cup, hopefully, so he brings that balance into that side as well with the ball and bat, and his quality is also outstanding. So hoping for the best for England. From South Africa's point of view, everything looking positive, looking a very solid side. Congratulations to them for winning this series. Not easy, and they didn't lose the one day series either. They drew 2-2, so credit to them for fighting so well on this tour, despite missing a few players, missing their captain Bavuma, and they still managed to play some quality cricket, and credit to them. It's an exciting team. Hopefully they can continue to show this consistency and the players stay fit, and best of luck to them for the future games and for the T20 World Cup. I think they go to Ireland next, and then they'll come back for the Test series, which will be exciting as well. But all in all, it was a great series to watch, entertaining. We saw some good innings, some good bowling, some great fielding, actually. It was the Maharaj catch in the second ODI, and then now it was the Shamsi one in this not the Shamsi one, sorry, the Stubbs one in this T20. The second T20 is Maharaj, and third T20 was Stubbs, who picked up that blinder. For me, man of the match in this game is Shamsi. 5 wickets, brilliant spell. Man of the series a bit more difficult. I'd have to think about that a bit more, but I think it's between Hendricks and Shamsi. I think Hendricks played well all 3 games. He gave South Africa the start today. He converted that into a 70. So it was, for me, it's between him and Shamsi, and Stubbs as well. He played 1 innings and some great fielding, but he's been the find, maybe the man of the series, but find of the series, and his future is very, very bright for South Africa. And I think apart from that, we have the Commonwealth Games cricket game between India and Pakistan. India won comfortably, got Pakistan all out for 100. Some great bowling in the middle overs, good captaincy from Harmanpreet Kaur, and then Smriti Mandana with the bat chase down the 100-run target very comfortably. There was no issues whatsoever. Played some exquisite shots, offside, leg side, straight down the ground, and finished the game in a hurry. So congratulations to the Indian team for winning that. They're still in the race for a medal in the cricket, but they'll have to beat Barbados and then take it from there. And tomorrow we'll have the India West Indies T20, so we'll be covering that hopefully. So make sure you join us, like and subscribe to our channel. And thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you soon. Take care.